Ah, there he is. Back in Cali, back in Cali. How we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. So you know what would be dope? S&P 4480 confluence with single print golden pocket grab, right? You want you want everybody that missed on this long opportunity to start going, okay, we're dumping. Short, go fuck yourself. Let's go, big boy. The math is the math, the plan is the plan. I'm closing. I'm canceling these. Alrighty. And I'll probably move this up to like even closer. Okay, so you guys see this, right? The biggest change I'm noticing is that 46 hundo. So we need to get above 45.20 today. And then 48 hundo is the next support. 45 hundo, 44.80. Okay, all right. So everybody Gucci? We got to try to get above 45.20. Shit. Okay, so that's S&P, and then let me just see. Okay. I might have to short this if we get up there today. I might need to short that. Actually, yeah, if the open interest doesn't look good, if we get up there, we might have to short this. Unfortunately, y'all. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that high. Might have to wait till next week. And then I'm assuming this is golden pocket, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, so hold on a second. Let me load up the chat. Okay, you guys Gucci. So S&P, we got to get above 44.20, okay? Losing 45 hundo would be really bad for S&P. I'm not sure about the correlation, okay? But losing 45 hundo would not be good. You're probably going to immediately check out 44.80. So the easiest trade would be like 45.20 confluence with like 37 to short it. But if this is going to lose 45 hundo and if this is going to go lower than 33.8, yeah, just go with each line. That sweep already happened and we took a shot at it. If this is going to go, 33.8's the next place, I think. What I did was I was looking at S&P and I used all the data that I have access to, right? Open interest, implied volatility, premiums, gamma, right? So first things first, like we got to pay attention to, I mean, you see the correlation. So I mean, you got to start the TA off today with S&P, right? So we just TA'd Boo Gamma. So do you understand how 4,500 has to be support and we would like to see 45.20 get tapped today? Okay, so that's S&P. And then if you look at how the CME changed, okay, it might be trying to attempt something quote unquote bullish on a more higher time frame. So I don't know if we're going to get the 38 sweep. It might go and grab this first. Okay, so we're not trying to it doesn't look, I mean, this kind of doesn't look that great. So can't really predict the future, and I don't know how volatile this thing is going to get. You know, if this goes to try and grab 45.20, this is probably going to get pulled, right? So, like I said, 45.20 with a golden pocket confluence, that might be an interesting short. Kekia says, remember back when they nuked from 30 to 25 and left all the bad highs to grab later? I'm starting to think they do the same thing again and continue. Well, don't think. Look at the data, Kekia. So make sure you're looking at open interest. Make sure you're looking at CVD. Make sure you're looking at S&P. And if the secondary data looks the same, then you've got high probability, right? Neo says sweep long 35.5 with open interest going down. That's possible too. Like here, there's a whole bunch of liquidity down there. So yeah, it could potentially sweep. I think that's like the 7.5 or some shit, you know? Right? 3, yeah, I mean, that's the 7.5 right there. So, I mean, there was some homie that was asking, is it too late to get into a long? It might not, you know, like, if you're going to aim for that single print and you do it like this, that might not be too bad. But you just have to understand you're front running S&P, so you know S&P doesn't look bad, but you're gonna front run S&P if you're gonna do that. Does that help, Neo? Yeah, there's liquidity down there. There's the 7.5 down there, but structurally it's not looking that good. But it's Friday. You know what they're gonna do today, right? Everybody that got wrecked, they're gonna try to bait people to trade it. So set a plan and just let it do its thing. Don't like overly complicate it, you know? And definitely don't go too crazy because today is Friday. I want to see if we can do some giveaway stuff. I want to make sure we're lettucing up. Right? So identify the levels, 45 hundo, 45.20, 44.80. You need to try and hold 45 hundo as support. And then we don't know if it's going to get rejected at 45.20. Okay, the Bugammas don't tell us what it's gonna do when it gets to a level. It just tells us the probabilities of hitting those levels. Okay, so hold 45 hundo, rotate to 45.20. Okay, and then if we go back up, if it correlates with a level, you know, we kind of need to pay attention to this single print and these single prints up here for maybe a short. Okay, but obviously we're not gonna just blindly do anything. The open interest as it goes to that level is going to tell us what to do. Raja? All right. And then other than that, you've got like liquidity down here. This is good. So yeah, that's like really low probability, but I guess that's possible too. See, Sushi says, how do you make those TPO chart appear like that? It's the, oh, here we go. Math is the math. Come on now. It's the TPO indicator, my guy. There, it's called TPO. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go make some coffee. Are you guys good? This shit's pretty straightforward, right? David Steele says, why is the price on your S&P book map so different from your TV price? Because, math. Quit playing with me. Testnet juice, Bugatti, come on, quit playing with me. Hey, by the way, I don't want to hear anything. We already planned for this. Don't talk. Hey, come on, man, quit playing with me. See, oh shit, see, fuck. God damn it. Hold on now. I swear to God, man, see, I was in the middle of putting profits on Kraken, my guys. And then I started answering your guys' questions, and now they did it. Bugatti. Okay, hold on now. Okay, the math is the math. I hope y'all got this. ETF approved. Boy, quit playing with me. I just talked about this. Come on, man. You guys understand what the fuck going on? Hello? Did it again. I did it again on testnet. Okay, once again, shout out to everybody that was here from the beginning. It don't matter if I come in 20 minutes late, an hour late. Dude, you see what I'm saying? If you can understand the data, I could show up after being in cryostasis for 4 centuries and I could still juice. You know what I'm saying? Literally pixel perfect. Dudes, come on, man. I'm going to go let us up. Another W.
Shout out Kimba.
You missed the short. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you took the short or not. No one should give a shit. Can you? That's going to happen 1,000 fucking times. Can you juice the next time? I can do it. I'm going to be able to do it next time. So if you didn't short it, well, okay, first off, it's a little bit premature to short it, okay? But can you look at the data and prepare and plan? That's all it comes down to, y'all. Okay, so if you're not in a short, it's fine. It's premature for a short anyways, okay? Identify levels. I just told y'all what I want on the open interest. But Chef says, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. That's okay, it's gonna take time. Okay, but hopefully you heard all my little nerd out earlier, okay? You want me to give you a hint? I think it's premature to get into a short. It doesn't look good for a short. It kind of looks good for my long. Bugatti, come on. So yeah, do you though, okay? Do you, okay? How you guys liking this though? You heard? You like this or what? It's math. I did it. We did it again. We did it again. Karen says, do you still want to short 37K? Does the open interest look like I would want to short it? Do your best. Don't be afraid of losing a little bit of money or being right or wrong. Okay, so don't get like emotionally compromised. Okay, identify levels. Anticipate the data that would give you confluence and edge. Plan ahead and take a shot if you want to take a shot. Okay, you guys like this? Every fucking day it's mathin', right? Metadosis, you good? Feel good. Where would you now put stop loss for long? If this retaste, it does not make sense to keep it break even, then put it in profit, Feel good. It's up to you, Feel good. I really enjoy seeing the math play out, and I don't really try to nickel and dime and maximize my profits. You know that, for better or for worse. But you were here when I said that I might want to TP some and short at this level, right? So I don't know, 15, whatever time frame that you're on, whatever time frame that you're trading, let it do its thing. You should have some sort of confirmation or invalidation on your own. Alrighty, Wavy says, you just said it's premature to short. You just said, do you know why I said it's premature to short? Make sure you're looking at the data and you interpret it correctly. Brother, I'm trying to tell you why it might be premature to short. Okay, but look at the data that's in front of you. Don't do that. You said, no. So do your best, okay? Take shots. Don't just, if you're gonna sit there and try to copy trade, then don't, just try to copy learn, you know what I mean? But you gotta figure out your time frame. My time frame is 30 minutes. So for me, it's premature, okay? I'm trying to make it as easy as I can for you guys, but you gotta do your own thing, okay? All right, well, 25 minutes on the hourly, you know what it is, right? You know what I'm gonna say, right? Let's take it level by level. And we got 25 minutes on the hourly candle close, right? It's about to be 1 o'clock, right? So 3 more hours left on traditional markets, right? We already did our homework. At the end of the day, we can't predict the future, right? But we know what the probabilities are, and we put the money on the probabilities, and if it doesn't work out, it's not that big of a deal. We're always going to be able to still juice from that because we're going to know what we want to do differently next time. So, yeah, that's it. Soko LOL says, today was a total juice. Best part was looking at you nerd out. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was like, just quiet. I had to really figure out like what the expectations were for S&P. And that being said, like I want to see the CFD still hit 45.20. ES obviously is hitting 45.20, right? But I want the CFD products to start hitting 45.20. So, and let's just see what happens. All I'm trying to tell you guys is shit that we've seen together, in the last 2 years, dozens of times. I've been the dude that was already in the short, and then I got round tripped, and then we learned together, okay, maybe we should have waited for S&P confluence instead of being a dumbass and front running S&P, right? So that's why I'm saying it's a little bit premature, but there's nothing wrong with taking a short there, right? If you're in a short, God bless you. Okay. I said that I might need to do that. That shit was way too quick. Okay. And I got distracted and I didn't get to put in my limits on Kraken. Okay. Y'all heard me, dude. Like that's the cool thing about streaming is like, it's all real life shit. Y'all heard me go, okay, I gotta put some TPs in there. I might short that bitch. And you heard me log in and then I started answering your guys' questions and talking with you and I forgot to do it. But the thing is like, I'm not tripping about it because I don't feel like I had to get really lucky to be able to call that move. So I'm satisfied with just being able to look at the data, nerd out, and anticipate these things, not correctly, but just identify the shit that's high probability, and then it works out. So like to be 100% transparent, I haven't TP'd at all on my Kraken. I haven't TP'd shit because I didn't get a chance to, and that could have been a mistake, and that's okay. But all I care about is, okay, are we at 45.20 yet? No. Is that a bad high? Yes. Just looking at the shit properly and then navigating the journey. You know what I mean? So, yeah, let's get nasty with it, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I love this shit, man. I love this shit, and this is why. All right? And like always, dudes, I'm telling y'all, if my dumb ass can do it, y'all can do it. All right, so let's get everybody to that point. Let's juice the fuck up. Happy Friday. Let's get nasty. What the fuck? Oh, shh. What the fuck is going on? Oh my God. Dude. What the fuck? Oh my God, this is unbelievable. Hey, y'all saw that Bugama update, right? Crazy. What do you mean, what do I see? Did you see how it updated and changed? It spiked. So it's all probabilities, but you can add like an extra 5% to the probability that 45.20 is gonna get hit. And like relatively speaking, 5% isn't that much, but 5% is also a lot on the grand scheme of things. So it was just funny because I was just in a jokingly way. I obviously want 45.20 to peak, and I don't know if you saw it when it updated, but it peaked. So it was just hilarious. It's like they're fucking listening or something. But that was just me getting lucky, and I'm getting what I wanted. Does that make sense? I want 44. I want it to go to 45.20, right? So what would I want to see on Bugama's when it updates? For it to fucking be peaking at 45.20. So it was just funny. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's just funny. And it's not like anything like especially smart. It was just what I wanted. And it's just funny that it's exactly like I'm getting exactly what I want, but it's still probabilities, and it doesn't tell us the reaction when it gets to that level. So it could still tap 45.20 and then shit itself. So So I need to see what Bitcoin's going to be doing and try to like loosely correlate to the best of my ability. Like it would be great, for example, if we go grab 4520 and we grab all of the single prints on Biddy, right? Just shit like that. But it's also Friday, and it's the more time that goes by and it gets closer to the end of the day, the less relevant like the TA is and whatnot. So Bugatti. Burbeezy says, do you mind doing a quick recap? Sure, yeah. Basically, it's hitting all of our mathematical levels, both for crypto and for S&P. So in the general recap is I think we did a pretty good job of interpreting Bugammas today. We're watching the last 30 minutes of market close. So as we get closer and closer to market close, you know there's going to be some sort of crazy volatility, and the TA is less and less reliable, right? But yeah, I think we did pretty well. You know, you can't anticipate like how quickly it might do a move, but in terms of you know, we were talking about I might need to shave and maybe think about getting into a short there, but it happened so quickly I didn't have an opportunity to do it myself. But you know, anticipating levels like that, anticipating levels, you know, Bugamma, so pretty good. 30 more minutes until market close, and then the hour will be for futures to run, and then we'll be off to Macaulay Culkin weekend. So, yep. So I mean, you know, well, it's too early, but now it's about surviving the weekend. Unforgiven says, you won't be here during weekend, right? No, probably not. I rarely look at the charts over the weekend, Unforgiven. So I give it my all and I do my best during the weekdays. But at some point, I got to, you know, give myself a reset. So, yep. No, I won't be. If I see anything interesting or if the plans change on Forgiven, then I'll post in the Discord. So I don't know if you see like the Kimba's Den or whatever, but if something changes drastically, then I'll post something in Kimba's Den. But worst case scenario, Unforgiven, I get stopped out in profit, right? If this dumps. I don't think it would happen on a weekend, but if it wants to go all the way down to 33.8, 33.5, 33.2, 33.4, that zone, I'm going to do the same thing that you saw me do throughout the week. Anticipate the level, watch the open interest as it goes down there. If it looks good and the structure is there, whether it's a 15-minute or a 30-minute body candle close that tucks back in above the sweep level, then most likely you're going to know that I'm in a long down there. Okay, if this pumps and it goes to 38.2, 38.5 and does the sweep up there, then most likely I have TP'd and I'm in a short. So that's really all that would happen. Those are really the only three things that could potentially happen. I get stopped out in profit and it doesn't go in low enough where I just get stopped out and I'm not in a long, right? Or it doesn't stop me out and just crabs. Or I TP and I'm in the short from the top. And those levels haven't really changed too much. If you want to take a look one more time. So looking for longs in this shorts here. And every single, you notice how like I had a line there, but then we broke it. So we deleted it. And like we had that right there and that right there. And so every single level that gets tapped, it's deleted. So the next levels for me will be either that or here. So, like this hasn't really changed too much, so pretty cool. Yeah, so I think you're good on Forgiven, you know. And a lot of times, if a big ass move happens over the weekend, there's a chance that it retraces the whole thing or comes back to Kimba Airlines. So I won't be like too triggered if I see like a big candle and I got stopped out or I missed out on something. Mo Guy says, wouldn't you need CME to also sweep 38.5? Yes, which means that you're probably looking at a sweep of a sweep, right, Mo Guy? You're absolutely right. So what I would prefer, Mo Guy, is it slowly gets up there and grinds up, right? And then we finish the last leg of it when markets come back online, which would also create a gap to the downside, right? So CME jumps up. When CME turns back on, we go pa-pink, we run up there, and then we nuke. So that would be ideal. However, if it does sweep over the weekend, then you know what the higher probability is on what CME would do, right? So you have a higher chance that it's going to sweep the sweep, and it doesn't guarantee that it's going to. It could just save it for later, which would even be crazier for like the 33 long. Arrow says, anyone made a recap clip for today? I can give you a recap if you want, but it's not really like a recap of the plan per se, because the plan hasn't really changed. But there was a lot of good TA work done today that I would want you to kind of get caught up on. Did we interpret Boo Gammas and the S&P correctly? Yes. Did we have good interpretation of fib levels and single print? Yes. Because you missed, like, when I was like, guys, I might have to short this. I might have to close some of my longs here. And then 5 minutes later, it goes, ba-bink. So that was pretty funny. That was cool. And I think overall, you know, being able to say, hey, man, we can't lose 45 hundo. And we should be going to 45.20. Let's see what the reaction is at 45.20. We talked about, hey, man, watch out for this, because that's a pretty normal thing we do on Friday. So, yeah, but the plan itself has not changed, brother, because you tell me, if we go nuke, okay, if we nuke, then I get stopped out in profit. And if we make it down here, then I'm probably in a sweep long, okay? If we go up here, I'm probably closing all of my long, and I'm in a sweep short. And this long, this short, it doesn't matter which one comes first or not, and it doesn't matter if it dumps or pumps. I want the open interest going down, indicating that it's a squeeze. Okay, and then if it's a structure, if it comes back in, if it's a structure, then for sure I'm in it. And we had so many structure sweeps this week. So remember what I said about like identifying the level and like putting limits starting at the sweep, you know, all that stuff. So it'll be nice to have an opportunity to kind of play it again and see how it goes. Fial, what's going on? Quiet7, what's going on? Cupid, what's going on? Which time frame works for open interest? There's really no right or wrong, but I like 30-minute right now. 15, 30-minute, 1 hour is probably pretty good. Yeah, and then I mean, if you're scalping, you should probably be looking at like the 5 or 15. So, Dan Pena, Black Sail. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get this switched over. Market makers, we are dipping out. Hey, longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, we're all lions, all right? Stay safe. CME is paused. Coinbase has to sweep. Derivatives, liquidity grab. You know the drill. Stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend. What a great week. For reals. I had a blast. Have a great weekend, y'all. Let's get after it next week. Peace, everybody.
Shout out Kimba.
닥쳐, 이 씨발년아!